Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today I want to talk about a few things. The first and foremost is an amazing sale on Insurgency. Now I've said this before in my past Insurgency videos that this is the most fun you can have for $15. I think it's a great first-person shooter, definitely worth 15 bucks. But guess what? It is on sale right now for $2. This is made possible by ChronoGG, and if you click the link in the video description or type in the link on screen here, chrono.gg/levelcap, it'll take you to their site. Now they recently asked me to become an affiliate with them, and I have to admit I was a little skeptical at first because I've since shied away from some of these gray market game sites like G2A because they ultimately hurt the game industry, but I actually know one of the guys who started up Chrono, and they're taking a different approach to these game sale sites, and they're actually becoming an official game retailer, an approved game retailer, where G2A and some of those other sites are gray market. They're not approved, and they kind of get their games in more shady ways and ultimately really hurt the game industry. So when I heard that this was all approved and above board and everything's legit and legal and there's no risks involved, I became much more interested. Now what's cool about this site is that every day they have one sale on their website, and it's a crazy good sale. Obviously with Insurgency going from $15 down to $2. But what I really like about this site is that it allows indie developers to get some good publicity, some good marketing by doing sales on their site, because an affiliate like myself here, if you click on the chrono.gg/levelcap and then get the game, I will get a small percentage of that sale. So I'll make a little bit of money off of it. I'll promote a game that I like, and the developers will get free promotion from me. Well, not free promotion, but they don't have to actually invest any money up front. And Chrono's also doing a pretty good job of trying to make sure that they only get affiliates that are going to represent games that they believe in or actually like. So yeah, not only does it allow me to represent games that I'm a fan of and get more people playing the games that I like, it also allows me to make a little bit of money doing so, and it allows you guys to support my channel by buying the game through my affiliate link. So anyway, I doubt I'll be doing this kind of lengthy explanation every time I do a chrono.gg promotion, but I just wanted to be upfront at the start with how my relationship with the company works and how their actual website functions and how I think it's actually good for the gaming community in general. And also, who can argue with $2 for Insurgency? Now, I did mention that they have a new sale every day, but it also means that their current sale ends at the end of the day. So if you want Insurgency for $2, you gotta buy it today. All right, now that we got all that information out of the way, let's talk a little bit about Insurgency. It has been a little while since I've played the game. Everything's been refined a lot since the last time I played. What I like about the devs is that they come back to their existing maps and keep working on them, adding more detail, changing angles, changing locations. It's not just set in stone. Once the map comes out and people are like, yeah, this map's all right, except this whole corner area doesn't work very well and it's super campy or something, they'll come back and move things around and change it up, which is awesome. I love that. So coming back into the maps after a patch or two, you might notice that an entire map has just expanded in size and there's like a whole nother lane somewhere, or there's entirely different cover in one of the choke points that you remember. So it's just cool to see developers constantly working on their games and refining them, and Insurgency has been around for a while and it's still going strong. There's plenty of servers to pick from on PC, and I love that. Now, another aspect of this game that is just impeccable and that I wish other developers would sort of get on board with is optic rendering. Insurgency is just simply the most accurate optic rendering I've seen in any first-person shooter so far. At least one of the developers has spent time in the military, and so they can use their expertise with red dot sights and actually firing weapons with these to sort of take a look at the video game and try and make them as close to real life as possible. And you will notice that with a lot of the optics, as well as their dual rendering setup where it shows you the non-zoomed in area around a magnified scope. It's a very, very cool effect. I know a bunch of other games do this as well, but Insurgency, in my opinion, makes it look the best. And I think the optic that I'm actually using right now in this video is a user-made optic that replaced the standard Cobra red dot or something like that. I just wanted a little bit of variety, and you can do that in this game. There are a decent amount of weapons, but if you want to use something like, say, a SIG 553, you can replace, I think it's the AKS with a SIG 553 skin. That's all user-made. So there's a lot of cool customization that you can do to this game that is all done by the community. and the fan base. And we'll have to see if that's something that carries forward with the next iteration of Insurgency. This game is eventually evolving onto the Unreal Engine. I think it looks very good considering that this is the source engine, a very old engine at the moment, but they are working on the Unreal translation of this game. It's going to be a new game in itself, and I think there's also going to be a single player tied into it eventually, which is kind of cool. And if there's ever been one limiting factor of Insurgency, it's just been their ability to push this graphics engine any further. I mean, the source engine does look really good here, but when you stack it side by side with some of the modern games out there, the weapon rendering starts to slack, the lighting, all that stuff, it's just a pure limitation of the game engine itself and not so much like the artwork or the artist behind the game. So just knowing that at some point in 2017 we're going to get a completely modernized version of Insurgency is really freaking awesome, and I cannot wait. Seriously though, I can't wait. 2017, come on, let's get some early access alpha going here, guys. I'm ready. Now, I often make the mistake of assuming people watching my videos have been watching my content for a long time and know everything that I'm already talking about, because you've seen all my past Insurgency videos, right? Well, if there's anyone out there who has not seen any Insurgency videos that I've posted in the past and you don't know what the heck this game is, it is a multiplayer shooter. It's an indie developer. They've been working on it for a long time. It was a mod way back in like 2002. It went through kind of a rough development history back then. It had a standalone release back in 2007 with the original source engine, and then this latest version I think came out in 2014, and it's sort of the updated source engine. So it's gone through a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of refinements, and the fact that it is evolving onto the Unreal Engine is really exciting for me, because it gives the idea that Insurgency is just going to be around forever, and it's just going to keep evolving and refining itself, because the game has not only refined itself graphically but also gameplay wise throughout the years. And in case you can't tell, the time to kill in this game is very realistic and very fast. It actually makes Rainbow Six Siege look like a long time to kill compared to Insurgency. It is fairly fast paced for the most part though. I mean, there can be a few stalemates and choke points at places, but if you like this kind of realistic damage model, semi-realistic combat, but also at a decent pace where you can get into action relatively quickly, then you'll probably enjoy Insurgency. Anyway, that kind of wraps it up for today's video, and remember, if you want to get the $2 sale on this game, you have to get it today and use the chrono.gg/levelcap. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.